Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatara varisthaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. Ya Devi sarvabhuteshu matrurupena samsthita namastasyai 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 namo namaha. This verse which I chanted, Ya Devi sarvabhuteshu, is in the Devi Mahatmyam or Durga Saptashati, or which is called Chandi, where it is stated, Ya Devi, O Divine Mother, Sarva Bhuteshu, in all the living beings, Matru Rupena Samstita, you exist in the form of the Mother. So I bow down to you again and again, again and again. You may be surprised to hear, how can Mother be present in all the beings? Okay, we can understand if it is in the female beings. But here it is told, Sarva Bhuteshu, in all the beings. Now, I will give you one example. The Mother, and that is Divine Mother and Shiva, are equally present in every living being. Shiva, Shakti. The combination of Shiva Shakti is this whole world. Chinese call it as yin and yang, or something like that. In our this thing it is called Shiva Shakti. Now, when the baby is born, it may be girl or boy. Shiva Shakti are present in them, the Divine Mother, in the form of the energy, and Shiva in the form of consciousness is present in all the babies, in all the living beings, equally. As the child grows up, when it reaches puberty, then, biology tells that the hormone makes the whole change. Testosterone and estrogen, whatever that might be, now makes the whole change. What is this? If the aspect of Shakti or Divine Mother becomes more, then that living being becomes she, mother or girl. And if the Shiva aspect becomes more, then that living being becomes male. That's all. Not that Divine Mother is absent there, it is dormant, that's all. Not that in the women Shiva aspect is not there, it is there, but it is dormant. To give you a little deeper example, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa used to tell, because he was expert in physiognomy, by looking at the features of the body of a person, he could tell what is his character. So now, when he used to look at some people, he used to tell, you have this quality, you have this quality. When he looked at Narendra, Swami Vivekananda, who would become Swami Vivekananda, he told, showing some features in him, Ramakrishna showed and told, see, though he has that manly propensity and quality, but this portion of his body is like this, so he has motherly heart. Though he is manly, Shiva by nature, he is having more of the Shiva, that manly tendency, but he has a motherly heart. Master pointed out in Swami Vivekananda. So, Sarva Bhuteshu, in all the living beings, that mother is there. Matru Rupena Samstita. So I bow down. So we have to bring out that mother. In all of us, yes, you may be a man, you may be a woman. That person may be a woman, but lacking mother's heart maybe. So that mother is present, that divine mother is present in all the living beings, Sarva Bhuteshu. So to bring that, manifest that divine mother. Now, let us see, now every day in Belur Math from Saptami, the Durga Puja is done in such a big scale, in a wonderful way. The Divine Mother is worshipped. When did it begin? What was the starting point? You should see that. There was a supernatural incident which happened in Belur Math. A few days before Durga Puja, Navaratri, in 1901. You can imagine how many years back. Now it is 2023. So in 1901, just few days before Durga Puja, Swami Vivekananda had a vision, clear-cut vision of Durga Puja being done at Belur Math. He had a vision. It's not just a dream or something. Clear vision that Durga Puja is being performed in Belur Math. That was few days before the year, that is Navaratri in 1901. More or less at the same time, the spiritual son, Manasaputra of Ramakrishna, Swami Brahmananda, was sitting under the bilva tree on the bank of Ganga in Belur Math. If you exactly want to know where, if you have people, some people have visited Belur Math, exactly at the location where Swami Vivekananda temple is situated now. After Vivekananda gave up his body, there they built a memorial. They consigned his body to the flame at that place, so they built a temple there. Wherever Holy Mother's body was consigned to flames, there Holy Mother Sharda Devi temple is there. Wherever Brahmanandaji's body was consigned, so there you can see that. Now, when Swami Vivekananda was alive, that area was nothing. You could see Ganga from there. There was one bilva tree. Even now, that the bilva tree is there. If you see in front of Swami Vivekananda temple, there Swami Brahmananda was sitting under the tree. Then he saw Mother Parvati or Durga with Ganesha and Subramanya and Lakshmi, the whole family, walking on the Ganga, coming into Belur Math, and the Divine Mother entered into that bilva tree. Because bilva tree is the favorite of Divine Mother, Lord Shiva, Lakshmi. So bilva tree entered. So it was a shock. Brahmanandaji was watching with his own open eyes that Divine Mother is coming and entering Belur Math. Immediately he went and reported it to Swami Vivekananda. Vivekananda told, I too had a vision like this, that Belur Math, the puja is happening. Now, you see, immediately I remembered one humor. What was that? What did the lawyer, if there are any lawyers, don't take it as this thing, offense, it is just a joke. What did the lawyer ask when someone started talking about God's will? The lawyer immediately told, was it notarized? When someone talked about God's will, the word will itself brought in the lawyer, was it notarized? So what is the need of notarizing God's will? So now, when God's will, the Divine Mother will to come to Belur Math and get the puja, what can happen? So now you can see how the God's will works. Both of them, the great stalwarts in spirituality, whom Ramakrishna called Lord Shiva himself, Vivekananda, and Swami Brahmananda. He was called the spiritual dynamo, the chum or playmate of Lord Krishna during the period of Krishna. He was a close friend or best friend of Krishna, Swami Brahmananda. Both of them had vision of the Divine Mother. One, you see the Durga Puja is going on, and another, Mother Durga, Parvati is coming with the whole family into Belur Math. So now, when he told that, Swami Vivekananda, of all the people, told, is it? Now, yes, this is the will of Mother. So she has come to Belur Math. She wants that Durga Puja should happen here. So immediately, Swami Vivekananda told Raja, he was called Brahmanandaji's name. The call name by all the direct disciples was Raja. Raja, Now make preparation for the Durga Puja immediately. Although only few days are left. Durga Puja means it is just like a very big, just like in olden days they used to tell the Ashwamedha Yaga or Rajasuya Yaga or something like that. You have to prepare. In Belur Math they will start preparation 6 months before the Durga Puja. All the preparations will be done. And now only few days are there. So that's why I'm telling, using the word God's will is there. Anything can happen. Now we have seen when we were staying in Belur Math, 20 or 25 days before, the platform, the wooden platform on which the Divine Mother's image will be made, will come. They will start cleaning the place. The image makers, the potters or the artisans will come. The clay will come. And after that, they will start making the skeletal thing inside with the dry grass. They will make rope and they will make a frame of it. Upon that they will put the clay and make the image, beautiful image. Daily, little by little, we were seeing there, walking there, we would see how it comes up. It starts 15, 20 or even 1 month before, 6 months before preparation starts. But here only few days are there. Now what happened? Where to get the image? How the preparation has to be done? The main problem was to get the clay image for worship. Enquiries at Kamartuli, the locality in Kolkata, where artisans make clay images, they went there and they saw what a miracle. There was only one single beautiful image of Durga in the shop. Generally, they don't do it and keep it there. On order, you have to place the advance, then they will start making. But how could this image, beautiful image of Durga be there in that shop? The person who had ordered it had not turned up. So that beautiful image was there. And so the artisans agreed to sell it to the monks. So now that mother was bought in and the beautiful Durga Puja was started there. And from then on, the tradition has continued. If you go to the social media and the website or something, Belur Math Durga Puja, you can see everything happening there. Kumari Puja, all the beautiful thing. More than 50, 60,000 people will assemble there to watch that. Not 500, 600, 50, 60,000. Every day, 30,000, 40,000 people will be fed. Food will be served to them. Everything is there. So you have to go and see with your own eyes how that happens, Durga Puja, whatever that might be. I just gave you how God's will can function. So if God wills, then nobody can stop it. Now, what type of boats do believers want to go on? What type of boats do believers want to go on? Discipleship, worship. So the devotees want to go in the discipleship and worship. Now, let us go to that worship of the Divine Mother. Today, we all worship Divine Mother with the chanting of Saptashati mantras. So should we not go into that just mechanically? We chanted it and gave some offerings and everything is over. Yes, there was a very good ambience there, vibration was very good, so beautiful bhajans, everything. But should we not delve into that, in the meaning of that, at least some with short period of time, we shall see what is that. The whole of Durga Saptashati has been presented in a story form. You all know that. It is a conversation between a sage. What was the name of that sage? Sumedha, is it? And between two grieving individuals. Name of them? Betrayed and deserted by their own people. Surata and Samadhi. So these were the two people and the sage, Sumedha. This story appears in Markandeya Purana, where in the sage Markandeya tells the story to his disciple Krasustiki Bhasuri, to extol the glory, function and living beings' jiva needs of Divine Mother for going beyond all limitations, bondages, and suffering. As the story runs, the two individuals, Surata, a virtuous and able king, he was a king, Surata, who looked after his subjects with justice as his own children and had lost his empire in a battle with unrighteous, greedy kings and was robbed of his wealth and possessions by his own evil-minded ministers. That was the story of Surata, the king. He was very virtuous, but what happened, you know? Samadhi, an honest, righteous, guiltless, wealthy merchant who had been thrown away from his home by his own wicked sons, own children, and wife, out of greed for wealth. Both of them, Surata and Samadhi, without finding any place anywhere, had fled away to the forest. They happened to reach the hermitage of sage Medhas. Despite of the peace, bliss and beauty filled atmosphere of the hermitage, their minds were creating havoc within, owing to the, why? Though they were in a very peaceful place, in that ashrama, still the mind was so disturbed. Why? Owing to the deep attachment to their kith and kin, own people, and possessions, their wealth, the kingdom, which they had been deprived of. So now you come to know the reason for suffering. It is not you, but your attachment to all these things. They were surprised about the cause of such an attachment for those ungrateful people who do not want them, and the ephemeral worldly belongings which no more belong to them. They were, both of them were surprised. Why are we attached to these things? These people, they deceived us. They wanted to kill us, our own kith and kin, children and wife. But still, why is that our mind is attached and that love to them doesn't go away? They were confused. See, everybody can, feel your position there. You can into their shoes, get into that shoes, and you can feel your own problem here. They were surprised about the cause of such an attachment for those ungrateful people who do not want them, and the ephemeral worldly belongings which no more belong to them. They now together approached the sage Medhas to find out the cause and solution for their reasonless, unfair state of mind. So now begins Chandi, Durga Saptashati, Devi Mahatmyam. Medhas, the Sumedha, takes them through this Durga Saptashati. What we need to note here is that both the individuals, now we will solve a great problem in our life by these incidents. So you should be alert. You can refer that, analyze that, and put it into your own life and see how you will get a lot of answers here. Okay? So be attentive. What we need to note here is that both the individuals lived righteous, because all of you are living righteous life, righteous, flawless life in accordance with dharma, righteousness. Okay? Laws of nature and laws of the land. They were following everything. Yet, why did such a calamity come in their life? Haven't we all of us got this question and doubt? Yes, everybody this will come. Why did this happen to me? Why did he come and get into accident into my car? He could have gone to the other car. Why? I've been so righteous. I'm following everything. Why did this difficulty come to me? Yet why did such a calamity come in their life? When a person lives a perfect dharmic life without any expectation, the mother nature, Prakriti, who constantly seeks your evolution. You want to stick on to the baby nursery or the first grade or the second grade because you like the friends there, you like the teacher there. You don't want to move to the third grade or fourth grade or the higher section. You want to stay there itself. But will the school leave you? Likewise, we want to be in the cozy atmosphere. We don't want to evolve, go up in spiritual life. We want there everything status quo. But Mother Nature, Prakriti, will not allow that. What it will do, which constantly seeks evolution, our growth, Mother Nature, who constantly seeks evolution, that we have to rise up, has to raise the soul to higher state and stage of evolution. But every living being, every object of the universe bears inertia. We don't want to grow, we don't want to go up. We want to be in that same place and same place. Since my grandfather planted that banyan tree, I want to hang to that tree only. There is another saying in English. What is that? You should be born in a church, you should not die in a church. See, now the Divine Mother or the Prakriti nature seeks evolution of the living beings, has to raise the soul to higher state and stage of evolution. But every living being, every object of the universe bears inertia, resistance to move away from the comfort zone. You don't want to come out of that comfort zone. He, she, it has acquired. Then it becomes inevitable that the entire being from its core to skin has to be shaken up and triggered forth to wake up the soul from its slumber. God and the Mother Nature never say that they will not send misfortunes or calamities, but they assure that the devotee that they shall be with other people who will help you. God will help you, Guru will help you at all times and give the strength to bear when such things come and makes them the cause of your evolution, growth in spiritual life, growth in every aspect of life. Now you can understand why difficulties come to me, why these things happen to me. Now, in fact, God and Mother Nature, seem to have reserved the greatest trials for their dearest devotee. Have you heard Swami Vivekananda tells, difficulties are better teachers than happiness. Have you not heard Holy Mother Sharda Devi telling, miseries are gifts from God. Moreover, the necessary precondition for evolution is suffering. When suffering comes, man struggles and strives with all his strength and capacity to go beyond or escape. Then begins evolution. When happiness comes, man never likes to move or change, and there is bound to be stagnation. The soul of Suratha and Samadhi were ready for such a transformation. And out of the blue came blessings in the disguise of calamities. I had taken up one talk during the COVID. What was that talk? How to convert calamity into opportunity. During the COVID, when I was in Johannesburg, I took up a topic and spoke on that. How to convert calamity into opportunity. See now, blessings in the disguise of calamities. Nature too brings such situation in accordance with the law of karma. That they had their past karmas coming to fruition that would bring pain. Nature has not only given painful situation, but brought them to the door of an able, wise Guru. Conversion to life, spiritual and internal transformation to sincerely strive for the eternal happens when one gets an able Guru. Look at the Guru whom they approached. As his name suggests, he is Sumedha. Medhas or Medha is power to penetrate into any secret or mystery and unravel the truth behind. Medha is again the power of comprehension, power of retention, super memory, and power of application in right time, in right situation, and in right place. Medha is also the capability to present. That is what you are praying in the Gayatri Mantra every day. When you repeat Gayatri Mantra, what do you repeat? Dhiyo yo naha prachodayat. Oh Lord, please inspire my mind to get this dhi, the right intellect. That is medha. Dhi. You are praying every day, but you do not know. So that is medha. Medha is also the capability to present things in proper way to make others understand a thing. Medha is wisdom to manage any situation of life. It is a unique capacity to gain and give, learn and teach, help and train people in a particular field. If this medha is used in a constructive way for good of an individual or a society or the world or humanity, it is called sumedha. But if you use for destructive purposes, like most of us use our intellect for troubling others, then it is called durmedha. Used for constructive purposes, sumedha. If it is used for destructive purposes to harm others, it is called durmedha. Right living brings the living being in contact with right guru. The sumedha, whose part is to awaken the soul from ordinary worldly awareness to a higher spiritual awareness. We need to find spiritual solutions even for secular problems. For that alone can really solve our problems and release us from the karmic bondage. This is the ancient Hindu method. We see that the sage leading them to the divine, Sri Ramakrishna, has revived this again to solve all human problems by presenting divinity of man and one spiritual existence in which all differences dissolve. So, to end, I'll just take you through one Hindi couplet. What is that Hindi couplet? It is telling about Divine Mother. Shiva nahi maa ke padatalame. What is the meaning? Shiva nahi maa ke padatalame. You see Kali, Mother Kali is standing with her tongue opened on the chest of Shiva. So here the poet is telling, Shiva nahi maa ke padatalame. Shiva is not at the feet of Mother Kali. Then what is that we see in that picture? Ma khadi danav ke upar mein. Daitya pada dharani tal mein. Mother Kali is standing on the demon. And the demon is falling there, sleeping on the ground, and Mother is standing on her. Then why do we see Shiva there? Ma ke charana sparsha se. By the touch of the divine feet of the Mother, Danavatan Shiva Rupa Huva Ranasthalame. The demoniacal body, by the touch of the Mother, became Shiva. What a wonderful poetry, isn't it? So, what is that showing? We have the demoniacal quality in us. But within, in core, we are divine Shiva. Shivoham Brahman Brahmasmi. We are of child immortality. We are all children of immortality. Because of the demoniacal nature, the bad tendencies, the greed and all the other things, lust and greed and delusion, everything, we have become Danava by nature, demoniacal. So, if that feet of the Divine Mother touches us, we will become Shiva. What a wonderful poetry. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.